What went through your mind when you knew that you were going to be in charge of creating this replica?
It absolutely flattered me, because this guitar is what got me into guitar playing. So it was like everything I had been working for had just come full circle.
So you were a fan of Ed's music and his guitars previous to this project?
His music is what got me into this.
How long, when was the first time you heard Van Halen?
1984 album.
Yeah.
I wore it out. I bought it on tape. I wore that out.
Changed your life?
The first CD I ever bought when CDs came out was 1984.
Changed your life?
Changed my life. This man and this guitar.
And you play as well. You've been playing since you were a kid?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, aside from...
I think you need to be able to play in order to do what he did.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah.
It helps when you're a guitar builder to play it.
Was the impression that you got from Van Halen or Van Halen music, was it guitar first and then you became interested in the building process, or were you interested in the building process early on, or how did that work?
It was early on I got into it. The first guitar I bought was an Area Pro 2 Les Paul copy, and I tore it apart and I spray painted it and was constantly messing with it.
I think that there was an aspect that Ed was putting out there in the world where everybody, like, it wasn't just enough to be a player, but you had to fuck with your guitars too at the same time. You know, it was cool. It was cool. Ed made it cool. Did Ed inspire the way you build guitars at all, or did he really provide an impetus to become a builder?
A little bit of both. His technique in building, you know, make it work for yourself. You know, just go at it, whatever it takes. I mean, you told me that you chiseled this out, right?
Yeah. Well, look at it.
You know, I kind of did the same thing.
No pro job.
I would take guitars and just destroy them. You know, just trying to get what I want. And then as I learned, you know, how to work on guitars and got better at building and everything, then I started making them a little more polished. And
well, how did you go about building the guitar? What was the process like? You've got the project, now it's yours. You know, you're going through a thought process. You know, when you actually got to a table.
This is what I want to know. How did you do it?
I absolutely geeked out on it.
He even got the damn reflectors that we bought at a truck stop. And because at the end of the show, when the whole VH logo came down, I'd go like that.
Yeah, shoots a prism out over the crowd.
Yeah. Now, where the hell did you find these damn things?
That was a lot of research. I found,
to put it mildly.
It took a long time. I tried to find the original manufacturers, one of which had gone out of business. So it was kind of tough finding the exact reflectors. But we did it, and I spent months, you know, just going through it, looking at every picture I could find of the guitar. Just dissecting every little screw hole, every, you know, piece of flaked off finish.
You call it a geek out. It's a geek out process.
Yeah, I just picked it apart, probably further than anybody should pick anything apart. I mean, I just wanted to nail every little detail on the thing, and I did the best I could.
That you did, even down to the screw holes, to the tuning peg. Well, I mean, look, you know, I had so many different tuning pegs in this guitar. He even nailed that.
The thing for me that blows me away more than anything about what you did is that you did this without that guitar. You did the entire thing from photographs. You never had the real guitar to base the thing off of. That's just mind-blowing to me.
Well, I had a bunch of photographs, and like I said, I was zooming stuff in and just, like I said, geeking out on it.
How do you do from a photograph?
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I mean, I just did the best I could, but I had grown up with this guitar, though. I mean, I had pictures of this hanging on my wall as a kid, you know. I just knew this guitar inside and out. It was a part of my life coming up, you know.
That's so special, you know.
And like I said earlier,
it's a part of both of ours.
It's a part of all of ours, you know.
It was part of a lot of people's lives, and it just, like I said, once I got to working on this, it just felt like everything had come full circle. It was such an honor.
How did you feel after you talked to Ed? Because you weren't with the guitar when the guitar got delivered to Ed, but once, you know, Ed had seen the guitar and called you, and you knew that he was happy and excited with the guitar, you know, how did that make you feel?
It blew my mind. It was a great day. It really was.
That's a day to remember in your life.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Pivotal moment.
I'm as impressed as anybody could be. You've done an amazing.
I'm sitting here playing a replica, and it feels better than the real one.
There's just so much detail and so much that went into building this guitar, and it's so exciting. It's one of the most famous guitars in rock and roll history. It'll be an icon 100 years from now, people will know exactly what it is and what it was. And you know, I'm just glad it was you, and I just think it's fantastic how happy Ed is with it. I have one question for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Have you ever confused the replica with the original?
Yes.
Really?
That's why I wrote this on the back.
We have a picture sitting on the tailgate of my car. We're all looking at 3 of them at once, wondering which one's which.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they are.
Well, thank you both for sitting with me and answering some questions.